Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. The last couple of weeks have been busy for my family and I. There's a lot going on, so I've been a little bit slow at uploading videos and putting things on my blog, but that should change in the very near future. First, we are moving at the end of this month. We've been living in this house for around 8 or 9 years. And it's a huge move for us. We really don't want to move, but the hospital across the street purchased all of the land where, on our small soy, there's maybe 10 houses, 8 houses, and all of the people on this soy need to move by the end of the month. Where we'll move, I'm not yet positive, but it should be around this area in Bangkok. We really like this area. There's 2 places we have in mind. Hopefully, we'll be able to get one of those places. We should know in the next week or so. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I took a trip to Phuket maybe a couple of weeks ago. I went for a job interview with the Phuket Gazette. I had one interview there in Phuket. Things looked good. I had another interview here in Bangkok. That also went very well, and it was narrowed down to 2 people. Unfortunately, I didn't get the job. So, I won't be an American in Phuket. I'll remain an American in Bangkok, and I have a lot of things planned. I'm going to try to get back to my photojournalism and take a lot more photos than I have been in the last year or so, last couple of years really. Anyway, on Friday, this past Friday, my family and I got a call, and we needed to go to a funeral in Surat. So I went to Surat and then Phuket about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and now just this past Friday, we went as a family down to Surat for a funeral. And my wife and my son, Nicholas, are still in Surat. My other son, Alex, he has some tests and some lessons that he didn't want to miss in school, so we came back early. But I will have some video footage of Surat and going up in the next couple of days. Something else that I wanted to talk about, and it was just highlighted how important it is for foreigners in Thailand, whether expat or visitors. Taxis, tuk-tuks, motorbikes. Just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, an American was hacked to death or stabbed to death, depending on which report you believe, by a Bangkok taxi driver. For whatever reason, whether he mouthed off to the taxi driver, he didn't want to pay the fare, whatever the reason, nobody needs to get hacked to death or stabbed to death. And there are a few things that you can do to ensure your safety while you take taxis, tuk-tuks, which you really shouldn't take unless you know how to speak the language, or motorbikes. So I'll have that video going up shortly, and then there's already a section. It's not yet complete, but it's pretty much complete. There's a section on my website on taxis and tuk-tuks that give you an idea of what you can do and what you shouldn't do to stay out of trouble, and also to keep from losing your stuff, and just how to go about getting a taxi and tuk-tuks the proper way. So that's one thing. In the middle of next month, I plan on going from Bangkok to Bali by train. I really wasn't happy with the videos that I made on Phuket, so I can take an inexpensive trip from Bangkok to Bali on a train, and I can stop along the way, maybe in 3 or 4 different places, and take some video footage and shoot photos, and go to a couple of the main sites in each particular city, and eat some food from whatever area it is. In Malaysia, there's some some different foods I like to eat, get some curries. And in Indonesia, there's definitely some food that I like there. I've been to Indonesia probably 10 times, maybe 7 times, something like that. And the food is always very good there. So there's a lot of video footage that I can get and put online here, and I plan on doing that. And then, of course, there's the walk across Thailand that I had, or walk the length of Thailand from Betong to Masai. I had planned to do it sometime next month or early in the month after, in September, but now it looks like it's going to be in the middle of September to late September because of the time frame of my son's school. It ends sometime in September, so I need to time everything properly so I have enough time to take the trip, and then that they're taken care of by someone. So we're working on that right now. Let's see. So I have a few things planned in the next year and a half or so. One thing that I want to finish up is in Myanmar, there are fighters. They're called lightweight fighters. They're Burmese boxers, similar to Muay Thai, except they don't use gloves, and there's a few differences in the rules. I'll write something about that in the next week or so, week or two. But I want to go there and finish photographing the lightweight fighters. If you haven't seen what it looks like, it's pretty brutal. But if you go to scottmallon.net, there is a section with photos of the lightweight fighters in training and also some of them in fights. And I really would like to finish that up. Something else I've been meaning to do is to go to Africa. I have never been to Africa. I've been all over Europe. I've been pretty much all over Europe. I've been in South America. I've been throughout the United States and Asia, but I haven't been to Africa. And that is somewhere, along with India, that I really want to photograph. If I can't make it to Africa, then something else I've been meaning to do is I really would like to take a boat, whether it's a canoe or just a small boat, a river boat, some kind of a river boat, from one point of the Mekong River to the other. All the way, I want to take it the entire length of the river and photograph and video tape or film the entire area in along the river. So those are a couple of things I plan on doing. Last but not least, I have a friend who's a documentary filmmaker. He's made several films. One was on Vivaldi, but he's been working with me on a project that hopefully will get started in the next couple of months. It's been a long time since we've started working on it. He's really been working on it at his end, and I've been doing a little here and there. But he is going to India. There's a good chance he'll be going to India to work on a separate project. And if he does, there's a good chance he'll be able to bring me over to work as an assistant. And that helps me, and also, of course, it helps him. He has somebody who's an assistant that he knows and he trusts, but also he can give me some tips on how to make my videos better, which obviously I need those tips. And I'll be able to take some footage in India and be able to put up on my blog. So I'll be, an American in India at the time. I'll be in transit, and hopefully I can get some great footage from India. There are some things that I'd like to, film. Crocodiles, if it's possible, the food, just India in general. The place where we would be going is in northern India, so hopefully that'll come about, but as of now I'm not sure. I should know in the next couple of days. And finally, last year I wrote an article for a website called Talk Bangkok, and I also did a blog post about the 8 reasons why I wouldn't be going to the Tiger Temple in Kanchanaburi. Just what's today? The 9th? Okay, 2 days ago, let's see here. There was a temple practitioner, which I'm assuming that means a monk or somebody helping with the monks, helping the monks, at the Wat Or Noi in Kampang San district. And this person was attacked, and his arm and hand were severely injured. This is according to the Khao Sod English newspaper here in Thailand. And I've said it before, and I've asked this question, is why are monks allowed to keep tigers at their monasteries when they have absolutely no training in how to handle tigers? There's no difference in them handling tigers and keeping them than someone in the United States or in Europe putting them in their backyard and calling it a zoo. There's just no difference. They have no training, no formal education. Yes, they learn some things about the tigers, but there's a lot that they don't know, and I think that this whole thing of keeping tigers in wats, in the temples, is asking for trouble, asking for injury, and it could be lethal in the future. And it won't surprise me if it happens. It's not the first attack to take place, and I just don't think it's going to be the last either. Hopefully there's no children involved, because in these places tourists are coming all the time, and they think it's cute to be able to take a picture with the tiger. And if you put some little 8-year-old girl with a tiger, if she gets scared and she screams or does something that startles the tiger or just pisses the tiger off, that could be the end of her. Whereas this person had their arm and their hand mangled. If it's a young child, all it takes is one bite, and that's it. They're done. So I really disagree with keeping the tigers in some temple with monks saying that they are capable of taking care of these tigers, and that the tigers are gentle now, and all this other kind of rubbish. And that's, for me, that's exactly what I think it is. I just think it's complete garbage. So anyway, enough said about that. That's what's going on for now. I'm really sorry I haven't been updating my YouTube more often and my website, but the reason I'm sitting here in front of a wall is because I've got boxes all over my house, and we took the curtains down from my office, so the light is too bright to take video in my office there. So I'm out in the front room up against the wall. So hopefully by the end of the month everything will be squared away, and there's some other videos I can do that I've been wanting to do that I can't do because of the situation of the house. So please, if you would, subscribe to my channel, click like on this video, and also, if you would like to sponsor or help fund any of my expeditions, please click on the link shown below in the description. Money is always an issue, and I would greatly appreciate any support given. That support can be given by just watching my YouTube videos, going to my website, or making donations, or however. If you click on the link, it will tell you how you can help support my trips and my expeditions and continuing videos. Anyone making a donation will receive a gift or gifts for their support. So again, please click on the link in the description box below this video for further details. That's all for now. I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di, lat, juk and mai. Until next time.